Welcome to this week's segment of the Ripoff of the Week. I'm the founder and chief executive officer of OpenTheBooks.com. And you know our mission at OpenTheBooks.com. Simply summarized, it's every dime online in real time. And last year, our auditors, we filed and followed up with, broke open the production and posted it to our website. 41,000 Freedom of Information Act requests. We captured the world's largest private database of U.S. sector expenditures. It's federal spending, state spending, and local spending right in your municipality. This week, I'm very excited about this topic. We know that at the federal level, there are 4 million federal employees, and that's comprised of about 2.1 million in the federal executive agencies, about 1.3 million in the Department of Defense in our United States military, and 500,000 at the United States Postal Service. So there's 4 million employees. So who is the number one all-time last year most highly compensated federal employee? When we looked at our data, we were surprised. We didn't even realize it. We should have showcased this a long time ago. It's Dr. Anthony Fauci, and he works for the agency at Health and Human Services. And he's also the chief medical advisor to the President of the United States. Now, Fauci last year out-earned the president, and we didn't know that was possible. Fauci made $417,608 last year. He actually out-earned House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. She made $223,500 last year. Dr. Fauci out-earned 4-star generals in the United States military. They only make about $268,000 a year. He would have out-earned 5-star generals in the military. But right now, I don't think we even have one. Those 5-star generals are very rare. He out-earns cabinet secretaries like Betsy DeVos over at the Department of Education. When she was there, she earned a little less than $200,000 a year. He out-earned one of the nation's top law enforcement officers over the Department of Homeland Security, who the secretary there made $178,000 a year. So $417,000 out-earning the President of the United States. That's quite a story. And you heard it here on this week's segment of the Ripoff of the Week. Now, we're not saying that Anthony Fauci isn't worth the money. I mean, the mayor of Washington, D.C., Muriel Bowser, announced that on Christmas Eve here in 2020, Anthony Fauci, it was going to be Anthony Fauci Day in the District of Columbia. So she obviously thinks he's doing a good job. Now, Anthony Fauci does have his critics. His mask comments out of the blocks were mixed. It led to confusion among the citizenry across the United States. He's been on both sides of lockdowns and not lockdowns. For instance, if he was the governor of Florida instead of Ron DeSantis, I doubt that there would be as much liberty and freedom of movement in Florida now as there is if Anthony Fauci was the governor of Florida. Look, Anthony Fauci started at Health and Human Services back in 1968. So it's his 53rd year. You got to hand it to the guy. He's 80 years old. He's a federal bureaucrat that's now a rock star, and he made the most money out of 4 million federal employees last year, out-earning everybody. Even when he would stand up next to Donald Trump, he out-earned Donald Trump as president of the United States. So and he's been lauded over the years. So scientific journals for decades have cited Anthony Fauci as a doctor more times in the scientific journals than any doctor in the country in many, many of those years. And in the George W. Bush presidency, he actually gave him the Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor that can be bestowed by a United States president. So, if Anthony Fauci retired this year, what kind of pension would he get? Well, since he's 80 years old, he's pretty much lived to life expectancy. But if he retired, the pension would be significant because obviously he's maxed it out. And since he was hired before 1984, he was hired back in 1968 for crying out loud. This was before pension reform. So he would get an amazing amount of money. And stay tuned because our auditors are going to calculate that for a piece at Forbes. So Anthony Fauci, he's the federal bureaucrat rock star. He's won the top awards in this country. He's got the top pay out of 4 million federal employees. He's 80 years old. He's had quite a career. And but yet America, even on Fauci's watch, we suffered a pandemic just like everybody else. So on that basis, I thank you for joining us. We fully explored all the different angles here of Anthony Fauci and his miraculous paycheck. We welcome you back for next week's Ripoff of the Week. Before we reconvene, if you'd be so kind to come over to openthebooks.com, and if you give us $1 a day, more donations to our organization lead to more investigations. Please consider $1 a day. Set it up on reoccurring for $30 a month. That's $360 a year. And we will put that right into this segment of the Ripoff of the Week. Thank you for joining us.